morning. It's July 13th. I'm standing out here in a plot with Brad Beatty, and we're about 20 miles west of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And there were some storms that blew through Iowa. It brought us some of the much-needed rain. However, we've got the results of some wind damage, and this is just an example of what we're seeing out in fields. It's not every hybrid. There's a lot of different situations. Brad, why don't you tell me what you've been seeing in your travels the past couple of days?
Well, so far in my travels, this particular storm that hit this here area was on July 9th. It was a late afternoon storm where we got a lot of torrential rains with heavy winds. Cedar Rapids had winds clocked at 60 miles an hour. Kind of what we're seeing in the fields is these swales of the heavy wind and heavy rain knocking corn down. I can't say, Brent, that anything is hybrid specific or even rotation specific. Kind of what I'm seeing is corn that was planted early, or if it was an earlier maturity corn where it could get its brace roots on, it seemed to fare pretty well. The hybrids that are a little more full season, planted later, a little taller and also didn't have their brace roots out, and so those are the hybrids kind of where we're seeing the biggest effect of down corn.
Excellent. That's a great point. Brace root formation. Brace roots really get set up about tassel time, so a lot of this corn was pre-tassel, which is a good thing too, because what it does is it gives it time, the plants to gooseneck back up. We're in a pretty severe area that we stepped into just to get a good camera angle, but a lot of corn that's out there in those bad areas that you see from the road, you'll see they're goosenecking back up. It'll stay, that lower part of the plant will stay vertical to the ground, but this upper part will come back up. And if it comes back up before tassel and that ear is fairly upright with the tassel, you know, we have a good shot still of making corn. I'm not going to say there's not yield reduction. I can't put a number on it. Nobody really can. But there's going to be some yield loss and some harvest ability. A lot of the questions we're getting is, should I be spraying fungicide on this? I'd say wait and let the tassels develop and let the plants recover and then make a determination. If you feel like that ear and that tassel is in a vertical position, we still have good yield potential in that, plus a fungicide will help with harvestability, because gooseneck corn is not fun to harvest come later in the fall. Plus, we want to keep all these solar panels, these leaves, as green and healthy as possible. Well, when you're in a gooseneck situation, you get a lot of shading. So again, keeping that tissue healthy, that's where a fungicide helps us in those situations. So I'm still, if I feel like, you know, the plants have recovered and I still have yield potential, I'd be considering that fungicide application. But again, it's going to be a field by field basis. Any other additions, Brad?
No, I think you pretty much hit it right on. We really testing standability, but we just wanted to kind of show what we're dealing with out in these fields. You know, like I said, nothing's hybrid specific. It's just, you know, Mother Nature, you know, doing its thing. So,
well, appreciate the time. If you have any questions on this, you want a field looked at, contact your Wyffels seed representative. Contact myself. You can find our information on the website. You know who your Wyffels seed rep is and have that relationship with them. So please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
thank you.